Hello, everybody. My name is J.D. Martin, and welcome to Songs from Home. This is an event sponsored by Songwriting with Soldiers. I am really grateful to be with you and to sing these songs. I've collaborated with many veterans and their families, and I'm personally not a veteran. I'm a civilian. So my job in these situations is to listen and hopefully turn their stories into songs. So the first song I'm going to do is called We Can Do Anything. And it was actually, I think, the first song I ever wrote with a veteran, actually with two, with Taniki and Brandon Richard. And they have these wonderful boys. We were in Virginia at the retreat center there, and they had gone through some really difficult times in their marriage and as individuals. And so we sat down and we talked about stuff. And I found out that Taniki is a writer, and she's actually a poet, and she was contributing a lot of actual lines to the song. So here it is. We can do anything. Sometimes we fight with our heads down, traveling a road with no ground, falling back to the way the world lives, blind to the way we want to be, blind to the plan we hope to see, losing sight of the way it really is. But the fight's so much bigger than me and you. So just lift up our heads and see the truth. We can do anything. Push through the struggle, find a piece of heaven in the midst of the trouble. You don't climb to the top of the mountain and then quit. You have to keep on reaching for every little bit. We can do anything. Yeah. Together we can do anything. Tread light, push on, and don't fret. Leave the past and don't forget. Hold on to the memories. Each battle may not be won, but we will win the war, so hold on. Make a new life for the family. It's a fight so much bigger than me and you. So let's lift up our heads and see the truth. We can do anything. Push through the struggle, find a piece of heaven in the midst of the trouble. You don't climb to the top of the mountain and then quit. You have to keep on reaching for every little bit. We can do anything. Together we can do anything. Yeah, we can do anything. Sing with me now. We can do anything. We can do anything. Together we can do anything. That was with Taniki and Brandon Richard. Sometimes we write with someone and they prefer to be anonymous, or with an organization that sometimes helps out and they prefer to be anonymous. And this next song was written with a Gold Star wife. When the unthinkable happened to her, her husband's friends showed up to share her grief, and she was also supported by a wonderful organization. And this is called When You're Strong, I'm Strong. when the worst thing happens and the whole world ends. But then, when the lights go out and darkness descends, what then? How do I carry on? Carry on. When you're strong, I'm strong. You're the solid rock I'm standing on, like a song of hope when it all goes wrong. When you're strong, I'm strong. Shadows fade away, there's a hand outstretched, arms surrounding me, giving me breath, my guardian angels, bringing peace and rest. When you're strong, I'm strong. You're the solid rock I'm standing on, like a song of hope when it all goes wrong. When you're strong, I'm strong. You're the solid rock I'm standing on, like a song of hope when it all goes wrong. When you're strong, I'm strong. Yes, I'm strong. I'm sure most of you are familiar with the two people who started this incredible organization. I'm speaking of Darden Smith and Mary Judd. And I've known Darden for quite a few years. I met him when I was writing songs in Los Angeles, and he came through and we got together, and he let me add a line or two to one of his songs, and he called me a co-writer. That's what I remember. So we've been in touch for quite a while. Also, now Mary, she's an expert in communications and positive psychology, and when you're part of the retreat, she gives her full heart to everybody that's there. Darden and Mary met in high school, and then in 2012 they got back together in terms of this organization started Songwriting with Soldiers. So it's songwritingwithsoldiers.org if you want to go to the website, which I suggest and recommend you do. On the website, I found this quote from one of the soldiers that participated. He said, "With my song, I can finally put my pack down." Yeah. So the next tune was written with a veteran of 21 years, Teresa Howes, and I got together in Loveland, Colorado at a retreat center there. And when we were in the room working on ideas, it was Teresa and her service dog, Chloe. Chloe was right there the whole time. And Teresa talks about when she came back from her service that she had endured a lot of pain, and some of it was mental, some of it was physical, some of it was spiritual. She has PTSD, she has multiple sclerosis. And she said she's started to soothe herself with alcohol. Eventually, she and her husband both got sober, which she thought was described as a painful process for her, but also a self-loving process. And when we were working together, we talked some about alchemy, which is a great word, I think, for what we were doing that day. It was really talking about her pain and alchemizing it into love. Homebrewed pain, I hold it in till it's distilled, my medicine. I pour it out on your lips. Homebrewed pain tastes like love. Shattered pieces of my past lie before me like stained glass. Light breaks through, lifts us up. Homebrewed pain, it tastes like love. No easy way to press through. I couldn't do this without you. When we're torn apart and we're not enough, homebrewed pain, it tastes like love. Homebrewed pain, I hold it in till it's distilled, my medicine. I pour it out on your lips. Homebrewed pain tastes like love. Tastes like love. That was with Teresa Howes. It was beautiful to watch her and her husband Chris when we sang that song. I don't know if you can't really see behind me, but there are these wonderful books that we, all of us participants, receive at the end of a retreat. And so we have great photographs. There's always a really great professional photographer that's part of the retreat. As we have counselors, we have chefs, we have lots of volunteers. It's a wonderful group of people that shows up. I hope you get one of your own of these. At that same retreat where I met Teresa, I also met Corey Roberts. Corey is a veterans advocate, and he's a writer. And when we got together, I said, you know, what do you want to work with? What do you want to write about? And he expressed that he didn't want to go into his experience in the military. He wanted to talk about this magical place where he goes sometimes when he needs to get away from trauma, get away from life. And he invited me to go there too. So we went to Blue Lake. Here you go. Join us in Blue Lake. On the top of a mountain at the beginning of spring, I can feel my connection with everything. When trouble is brewing, I'm gonna make my escape. I can drive for hours and hours on my way to Blue Lake. I stopped in for the journey, not to find the finish line. I'm being chased by something, well, I'll escape in time. I wanna hear the sound, yeah, that nowhere makes. I need to drive for hours and hours on my way to Blue Lake. Up here on the high path, mesmerized with the solitude, looking at the shoreline puts me in a better mood. Down by the river is a bridge of ancient wood. I dangle my feet through the railing like a little child would. Unplanned adventure puts a smile on my face. I'm gonna spend hours and hours down here at Blue Lake. I love driving for hours and hours on my way to Blue Lake. Yeah. On my way to Blue Lake. That's with Corey Roberts. So I don't know how much you know about Songwriting with Soldiers, but I just wanted you to know it's a nonprofit organization. And if you are inspired by songs and stories tonight, or what you've heard other songwriters perform in the past, I would invite you to support their work. I think there's a donation link on the Facebook page, and you can also go to their website, which is songwritingwithsoldiers.org, and you can donate there as well. Okay. This is another song that where the writer that I was working with, the soldier, preferred to be anonymous. He's actually a Gold Star parent, and he knew and loved his son, and now he's beginning to accept there was a part of his son he didn't really know. He was my child, he was a warrior, a compassionate heart, and the tip of the spear. Surfer dew, blonde hair streaming. Nobody knew all the parts of his life, and no one understood when he dropped outside. He was doing what he wanted to do. He was where he wanted to be. He was being true to himself, and that's what comforts me. Comforts me. Knock on the door, total confusion. I don't wanna believe my life's forever changed. Now after all these years, unanswered questions, if it's really gonna be this way, sometimes I believe it's gonna be okay. He was doing what he wanted to do. He was where he wanted to be. He was being true to himself, and that's what comforts me. He was doing what he wanted to do. He was where he wanted to be. He was being true to himself, and that's what comforts me. Comforts me. Rachel Kennan is a veteran, and her late wife was an alcoholic. When Rachel and I spent time together, she talked a lot about her partner, about Michelle, and how she struggled with alcoholism and she had PTSD. And Rachel said she also was the kindest and the most generous, most optimistic and funniest, hysterical person, actually, she says, that she'd ever met. And at the same time, her addiction stole the relationship that they both wanted. I miss you, I hate you, though that's hard to say. I stay awake most every night, wondering why you couldn't stay. I feel so cheated by that secret love you turn to again and again. I just can't stop thinking about what we might have been. I still listen to your beautiful voice, so many memories in the sound. My timid little soldier, no one's gonna hurt you now. Your battle is over, mine is one I can't seem to win. Just can't stop thinking about what we might have been. I love the stories you made up just to make me laugh. You made me feel I was the only one, the first and the last. I wonder why you couldn't care for yourself the way you cared for your friends. I just can't stop thinking about what we might have been. Your battle is over, mine is one I can't seem to win. I just can't stop thinking about what we might have been. I miss you. Tonight is actually the final show, the final concert in Songs from Home in this series. And everybody that's involved with Songwriting with Soldiers would like to thank you all for listening and for being part of it. A huge thank you to all of the veterans and their families and all of the songwriters and all of the support people who make these retreats happen. And personally, I want to thank Jamie Harris for her great help with making me sound as good as possible. Thank you, Jamie. And to Darden and Mary for having this dream in the first place. The last song I want to do is called He Ain't Through With Me Yet. David Brower was the veteran that I worked with, and also we were also fortunate to have fellow songwriter Jay Clementi writing on this song as well. And Jay, I wish you were here to help sing for sure. And David as well, of course. David is a Harley guy. He has this big radio voice, and he does professional voiceover. He is very grateful for second chances. He's a spiritual man, and since the retreat where I met him, he has been a volunteer at many others. So let's do that. He ain't through with me yet. On the ocean in a diesel submarine, in that sea of emotion I saw things I can't unsee. I had so many close calls in the thick of it all. I said my fair share of prayers. I guess he needs me more down here. I got nothing to fear. Ain't no mistaking, let me make it perfectly clear. There's a bigger plan that I don't always get. No, he ain't through with me yet. He Doctor said I'm a sick man. Well, they just can't be wrong. Lifted up my eyes to heaven. I started listening to a different song. I thought sooner than later I would make my maker singing bass in a heavenly band. Guess he needs me more down here. Got nothing to fear. Ain't no mistaking. Let me make it perfectly clear. There's a bigger plan that I don't always get. No, he ain't through with me yet. He ain't through with me. Maybe change my attitude, fill my heart with gratitude and faith and love, yeah, love, sweet love. Glad he needs me more down here, nothing to fear. Ain't no mistake, let me make it perfectly clear. There's a bigger plan that I don't always get. No, he ain't through with me yet. He ain't through with me yet. No, he ain't through with me yet. He ain't through with me. He ain't through with me yet. Thank you so much, everybody.